what are you doing behind the counter? A little song and dance? Any entertainment?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Not this one.
Not that one. She can't carry a tune in a bucket.
So what's up? What's going on?
So go figure that we did our interview and we completely blitzed introducing ourselves and where we're located at. So my name is Erika. Welcome to Sanctuary on Main in Clarksville, Tennessee.
And my name is Amanda. And when you run our names together, we are America.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
How beautiful.
Today, this most amazing creature walked in and shared with us about her Be Love 528. And, ooh, I got the chill bumps. This message resonates so much because, oh my gosh, there's like a million reasons at once. Our world needs us to show up. We are generally so stuck in old stuff, and I say all this because of my own story of having been stuck in the story, in the trauma, in can I say this bullshit? And the journey that I went through in the last 7 to 10 years of undoing that and reconnecting back to my heart, not even realizing that that's what I was doing in some weird way, but raising that vibration and learning more about that and how powerful we are. And we don't allow ourselves to believe that, and to be able to provide a space for others, a safe space for others to work through their stuff, and that it's okay, we can meet them where they're at. That's just priceless. What are your thoughts?
I think I remember back to one of the very first, like, really deep conversations that you and I had back in our old place, and we were talking about what it feels like to be unconditionally loved, and you didn't know what that concept meant.
Mm-hmm.
You were still working through a lot of trauma, and I asked you why you stayed so disconnected from people, and you were always, felt hurt by a lot of things, or you let your vulnerability show, and you were hurt by other people, and you just decided that you couldn't.
Yeah, it's sex to hurt.
Yeah, and there was a trust that was broken, and I don't know, I offered, I'm like, why don't you just, like, trust enough to try to allow yourself to be unconditionally loved. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what started us down probably that road to build that. In the studio, when we bought the yoga studio, that was the thing that fueled us, I believe. Mm-hmm. Is if we could help spread unconditional love to everyone that came in our building, and they would maybe feel that trust and that safety, and be able to open up and be vulnerable in such a deep way that the yoga's healing anyway, but in order to really heal, they're able to find their yoga practice, but they're also able to find that safe, loving space that we held unconditionally for them to be able to work through all of their trauma, their pain, their sorrow, all of those things, to let it all go and to heal and to raise their vibration.
And I remember when I was being met by this unconditional love and not having received that ever before, not from family, not from friends, maybe from friends. I shouldn't say from never. I wasn't in a place to receive it, but she offered this unconditional love, this friendship, this genuine experience, and I fought it. And I know that I'm looking back, I know that it was my inner child, all of those things where I'm like, I'm gonna push it, I'm gonna poke it, I'm going to tease it, I'm gonna bully it, I'm gonna do all the things that kids do, you know, because we're fighting, like, sooner or later you're gonna leave me. Sooner or later you're gonna hurt me. Sooner or later you're gonna do blah, 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 blah. And knowing that after a while, I think I just finally gave up and I was like, okay, that's it. I don't have any more. And you showed me what unconditional love was and is. And I was in my mid-40s at that time. And that is what truly fuels me now, is to be able to offer that forward to others, to myself and to others, because, and knowing how they're gonna act when they get it, because I did it.
Right.
And it's just the holding that loving space going, it's okay, because the more we can connect back into here and let go of that mental stuff and the physical stuff and the spiritual stuff, whatever woundings we have, and allow ourselves to be seen and be vulnerable and be open, that healing happens in community. Those are some of the most powerful words I ever heard. And it starts with unconditional love. And so when this message of Be Love 528 comes in, it's like, heck yeah, I want to jump on that bandwagon, and that message, and that moment that Spirit brought us to, bring something bigger.
Yeah.
Our world needs it. Oh my gosh, there's so much.
Right. And I mean, how fitting is it for us to find us to land after 7 years of this mission into this building that just fell in our lap, right? And then we didn't even realize that it was a church. It was the first church in this town, and 190 years old, and that we had already decided when we moved to rename ourselves Sanctuary. And this is a sanctuary. It was a sanctuary. It's always been a sanctuary. And I mean, it's just perfect that we can bring our message and our mission into this building. And it's so beautiful. And we just, every day we're reminded that it's just been guided that way, because people walk in our door and they just feel love.
Yes.
As they walk in, they feel safe. They feel all of the things. So
I think the best, I don't even want to call it a review. It was a statement by someone, and she gave the definition of sanctuary, and the noun, pronoun, just the whole definition of sanctuary, and how for the first time in her life she really found a sanctuary, that there is a space in this world, that in her world, that really encompasses and embodies the name sanctuary, and that she found that within these four walls, and to be welcomed and to be loved on, and however that looks, from a cup of coffee to wellness to yoga to whatever it may be. But it's truly our mission to offer a sanctuary in this very chaotic world, where we need to, I would love to love on more people than ever possible.
Yep, me too. And I finally found my passion after being a scientist for 20 years and then giving all that up just to be here at the studio. And then now I'm, creating all kinds of stuff in the cafe and realizing that there's a lot of science behind coffee. But it just brings me so much joy to be back there and like working up recipes and getting everything right, and to be able to just serve people just a cup of coffee in the morning that gives them joy, and for them to say, this is the best coffee I've ever had in my entire life. And I think that it's not just the coffee, but it's how we make it. It's the intention we put behind it, and the love we put in it. And I feel like it's energy, right? And energy travels in all the ways, and they can feel that intention through the energy of that coffee that they're getting. So that makes me happy. And I'm also a massage therapist, and I work very intentionally in my massage, my focus never wavers from my client, and I feel like they can feel that in that transference of touch so much deeper with intention. So yeah.
My favorite thing to do is to teach people how to hug the right way. Because there is a wrong way.
You do it the right way.
The right way matters, that heart-to-heart hug, to create that connection, and just hold it for a moment or two, and it's a priceless moment of connection, and to help raise the vibration that unconditional love does exist. It's there, and when you're ready to feel it, find it, see it, connect to it, oh my gosh, there's so many of us out here just waiting.
All right. Thank you, ladies. Beautiful.
I don't know how much more you want. I was like,